Hello, Magic players. Welcome you to episode number 113 of the Brewers Tavern. Charles, how are you doing?
How you doing, Mitja? I think this was going to be a good episode. Last episode was pretty good. Two cool decks and new cards. What's the quick preview for episode 113?
I will play a mono blacklist with a lot of artifacts again.
Okay, cool.
What did you bring for us? Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I'm going to play a Paul De Silva list. I think this was his LobsterCon list. I did have to change out a Derrilor for Suchi just to make it Swedish. But the list looks beautiful, and Paul always has nice lists. But this list has 4 goblins, and I thought that was really interesting because I've not seen that in a kind of Paul De Silva list before. But we'll talk about that and why in the deck. And let's take a look at your list to see what you have.
Yes, and here we are. As I said, I tried to make a list happen where in the last episode where I use 4 Royal Assassins. So I put 3 in the main board, 1 in the side, as well as an artifact shell. So my plan on this list was I either win with my artifacts and the Poltergeist, who turns my artifacts into creatures, or I win with Guardian Beast into either Chaos Orb or Disc. And yeah, this was the plan I'm on to for today. I hope it plays a little bit like a control shell, mono black control with artifacts. For the spice, I also run the artifact trolls, the clay statues, which appeared in 1 or 2 episodes so far. I still like them. They're 4 mana instead of 3 and 2 colorless to regenerate, but regeneration is really strong in that format. For the sideboard, I decided to go on full white hate with 4 glooms, because gloom is obviously the best card against white. Another Icy Manipulator, Terros, another Royal Assassin. I mean, the Royal Assassins also makes it impossible for your opponent to attack properly. It's the same with the card in the sideboard, which I run for the first time, but I know you played it 1 time so far. Artifact Possession. It's a 3 mana card, enchant artifact, and whenever the artifact gets tapped, the controller loses 2 lives or gets 2 damage. Yeah, for the main board, I went with 3 books and the 4th one in the sideboard, because I think drawing with this list is important. I also added 2 Underworld Dreams, but I don't know if they are too greedy. But the Underworld Dreams compared with the Rod of Ruin should be a fast clock, because they deal like 2 damage each turn. And yeah, this is it so far from my list. Not a lot to say about the single cards, because all of them either appeared in one of the last episodes or appeared already on stream. You will recognize that the cards which we can present, the new cards will the amount will get smaller and smaller. So yeah, this is it.
But still, the order is very different. To have the Poltergeist, to have clay statues, to have Guardian Beasts. I've certainly never Royal Assassin. I mean, it's a super interesting mix of cards for a deck.
Yeah,
it's going to play very differently.
I mean, at some point, this is just the truth. At some point, we will have shown all the cards possible, and then we will just change the combination of the cards. This is where we will end up at some point. I mean, this is pretty obvious because this is a fixed card pool, right?
But the cool thing is, like, some cards are very hard to build a deck around.
Yep,
so when we
100%.
build a deck and we see them, I think those are really extra cool episodes. Really nice deck, Mitja.
Thank you very much. And let's move on to your list. And here we are.
Okay, so Mitja definitely has the spicier of the 2 decks for today. This is less spicy, but I still think really interesting. I really like Paul's list. I played at least 2, if not 3, of his kind of good stuff lists before. This one's much more red based, obviously. The interesting part of this list are the Goblins of the Floor, which is one red for a 1/1 Mountain Walk creature. And what should be in that slot? Is it better to have Flying Men there? Because that seems to be what most kind of decks like this would have. And instead of going with the Flying Men, which are great because they can keep pinging for 1 damage in the air, right? They're the fact that they're 1 mana and you can swing in the air are great. But that really puts City in a Bottle at a real premium against this deck. So instead went with Goblins and then decided to make it more heavy red with Blood Moon. So Blood Moon would give these creatures Mountain Walk because everyone will have almost Strip Mine or Mishras or a library or some non-basic, but you're less prone to Blood Moon. I'm sorry, than Bottle with the Flying Men. So I thought it was really interesting. You still have 10 burn spells. You still have the restricted list. Blood Moon is really good against a lot of decks. I really like this. The sideboard is very standard, strong cards. I think this is a very solid list. I would not call this very spicy. So I don't think I have to talk too much about it, but I just think the way that this was set up to be more red with Blood Moon main with the Goblins, and then of course you still have your Serendibs and your Burn is great. I like the one of Serendib Dishin. That's almost never used, but it's a monster. It is a real monster. And there are a lot of lands that are not islands, so that would work very well with that. But if I can win a game with that, that's always fun. Very, very rarely played. And with that, I have no idea what's going to happen. Let's go to the Brewers Tavern and play some Magic.
Yes. And here we are. Hey.
All right. Even as always.
Even as always. Okay. I start.
Okay.
Let's see if my mono black control is good enough for aggressive burn.
You have a lot of swamps, so I don't think the Blood Moon strategies are going to be very good against you.
That's true, but super often the Goblins of the Flarg are good enough if they only deal like 2 damage.
I just typically Goblins are in like a Goblin deck, right? So I really like seeing it in a deck like this. Pile 3.
Pile number 1.
Okay.
I mean, the limited amount of 1-drops which we have in the format leads to the fact that also cards like the Goblins are really playable.
Well, I'm really excited to see how they fare compared to Flying Men.
I will try that.
Okay, I will try to.
Mace, Mox Pearl, Soul Ring, Blue Mox, pass the turn.
So a great turn. Your turn.
Yeah.
Vulcan Goblin pass.
Yeah, I play a Swamp. And I pass the turn.
Play Badlands.
Mm-hmm.
And pass turn.
Draw. Factory. Clay Statue, pass the turn.
Okay. Dib.
Sure.
Your turn.
Draw. Rod of Ruin, your turn. It will ruin your day, hopefully.
How many cards do you have?
2. But not good ones. Clay
I really hate
Underworld Dreams.
I really hate this card. Your turn.
Floop. Untap. Draw. Yay, another Mox. I pass the turn.
Okay, 18. Play Blood Moon.
That's okay.
Swing for 3.
I take 3, go to 17.
Your turn.
I will shoot the goblin.
Okay.
I swing.
All right, 16.
I play a book and pass the turn.
Okay, 15. Soul Ring.
Yeah.
Swing.
14.
Yep, your turn.
End of turn, I ping you.
Yep.
I draw. Clay statue. Swing for 3.
All right, 11.
Your turn.
10. Swing for 3.
11.
Your turn.
End of turn, I ping you. Then I draw. Try to cast Chaos Orb.
Fuck, man, that's really good.
Yeah, I know. When I drew it, I was like,
Yeah, because I had burn, but like not accounting for that.
attack for 6.
3.
Go. In your upkeep, I try to take out your dip.
Yeah. You got me. I'm just like not factoring you're going to take out my dip. All right, good game.
Ruined your day.
That was the Chaos Orb.
That Chaos Orb was needed.
All right, I'm on the play.
Maybe I play not enough black sources. When we do the deck review with Dave with Barth again, he will tell me that I do not run enough black sources to cast all the triple and double black mana cards. But I don't care.
You're just going for it?
I just go for it. I just feel it.
Good game. That was pretty cool. And seeing Rod do some work was nice.
Rod of Ruin, it's slow, but it's not a bad magic card. You can, in the late game, you can kill lions, but I can see that there are better cards in Magic existing.
Pile 1.
Pile number 3 for you.
All right.
Three, 6, 7. Wow. Wow.
Okay, we'll keep this.
I can't. It was so tempting.
Wow.
Yeah, better not to keep it. But you know what I mean, right? It was so tempting to just keep it and ramp out a disc turn 1.
Yeah, well, this deck plays 4 Disenchants, 4 Divine Offerings, 4 Shatters. That's no problem.
So you're not
Half the
afraid
deck is artifact removal. It doesn't matter.
Sorry. 1, 2, 3.
2.
7. I like, and I put away this one. Okay.
Your turn.
Mishra's Factory. Pass the turn.
Apparently, I don't know how to shuffle.
Problem. Take your time.
All right. Draw card.
Sorry?
Draw.
Yes. Yeah.
We will play a dib.
Yeah.
And 4 cards. Your turn.
Draw. I play a swamp and pass the turn.
All right. 19.
Yeah.
Draw. How many cards do you have?
6.
I really, really don't like this card.
For 3 is okay.
Just 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3?
Yeah. Yeah, some good stuff. Swing for 2, 3.
Yeah.
And your turn.
Factory. Backswing for 3.
16.
Your turn.
15. How many cards you said? You had 2.
3.
3. Okay.
I drew 1 and just played a land.
Will Ancestral.
Yeah.
A lot of restricted cards. I'll play land for turn.
Yeah.
Five.
Fair. So, oh, you can't cast it. Oh, you can. You had Black Lotus. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're good. Do your thingy.
Did I play a land? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, the volcano.
I must have, because I have 4, and you haven't missed a land drop.
Yeah.
Okay, we will go to discard.
You want to attack, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Or you don't want to?
No, we're not going to attack him. We're going to go to discard, and
Okay,
I will
then
discard
stay at 17.
a volcanic. Yep, your turn. 7 cards.
Icy Manipulator. Pass the turn.
Okay, I go to 14. Strip 1 factory.
Okay.
We'll chain lightning you.
Okay.
And we'll chain lightning you again.
Yeah.
11. We'll swing with a dib.
8.
Actually, we're going to swing with a dib. Both.
Okay.
You're at 6. I'm going to play Tavern on the floor. I have 4 cards here. All tapped out. Your turn.
I strip your factory and pass the turn. Yeah, pass the turn.
Upkeep.
Yeah.
Anything?
Nope.
Okay, go to 12. Oh. Go to attacks.
I tap the dip.
We swing.
I go to 5.
Goblin.
Yeah, that's fine.
And your turn.
Yeah, Mishra's workshop. Pass the turn.
We'll bolt you at your end step.
Yeah, then it's your game. Oh, another game 1?
Yeah, these are quick. Let's do one more game 1, then we'll do sideboards.
Yes.
Like a deck like this I'm playing is very straightforward to how to play. So it's not like Stasis Vault where I really have to think about what I need to do.
Yeah, that's true.
These are just tapping creatures.
Maybe a turn 1 disc is good enough against your deck. Maybe.
Well, I can't remove it game 1 other than the Chaos Orb.
But
So that definitely, Maze is pretty good too, because FlargMoon's really not great against you, right? So I shut your mazes off, but like it shuts my colored mana off, so it's a two double-edged sword.
Yeah. So, pile number 3 for you.
Okay, number 3 for you too.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
That will not be a keeper for me.
Yeah, Strip Mine is not the best card.
Nope.
Just alone.
That is not gonna be workable. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Number 2.
We're gonna keep this. Put this in the bottom, and it's your turn. 6 cards.
Yes. Oh yeah, I start. So I do not draw a card. Urborg, Soul Ring, pass the turn.
Who signed that Urborg? What's the story?
Actually, I won it at a tournament of Christian Reinhardt, Mountain Madness, where I won the tournament. So I just got a Urborg signed album.
Really nice.
On the community tour, it does red and black mana, so it's basically a 5th badland.
That's cool. 5 cards, your turn. Island Solar.
Thinking. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Royal Assassin. Pass the turn.
One floating.
Yeah.
One colorless floating.
Yeah.
One, 2, and 3. I did play a land already. One colorless floating, which I will do nothing with. I have 7 cards, your turn.
I play a factory. And I try to play Icy Manipulator and pass the turn.
Upkeep.
I tap your Soul Ring.
Okay. I'm going to drop. Play land for turn.
Yeah.
7 cards, draw.
Yeah.
Bolt your Assassin.
Yeah.
And say faster.
Mace of it.
My dibs look really bad right now.
Book and pass the turn. In your upkeep, I tap your red. I tap your Soul Ring. Sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna draw.
Yes.
8 cards. Play a land. And you have how many?
2.
Okay. It's your turn.
Okay. Play a swamp. Play a Rod of Ruin. Pass the turn.
I'm gonna at your end step draw.
Yeah.
I'm gonna side blast you. Take 2.
Okay. 16.
Okay. I'm down. Upkeep.
I will tap your Soul Ring.
Okay. It's I will tap it for mana, and I will activate a factory.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna draw.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's play a land for turn.
Mm-hmm.
An island.
Yeah.
7 cards draw.
Mm-hmm.
We'll chain you.
13.
This is already activated. Oh, swing for 2.
I mace it.
Yeah, I forgot about that guy. Okay. We will play Chaos Orb.
Yeah.
And I'm going to activate the Chaos Orb.
Target?
I'm going to target your book.
Okay.
And your turn. 6 cards.
I cast Guardian Beast.
Okay.
And a Mana Vault and pass the turn.
Upkeep.
I tap your factory. Oh no, wait.
Okay.
Upkeep. I tap
Upkeep.
your library.
Okay. Okay. We'll say pass turn.
Okay. Strip your library.
Okay.
Pass the turn. Upkeep. I tap your.
We're not there yet.
Okay.
Not there.
No upkeep.
I'll bolt you with your end step.
Okay.
Upkeep.
I tap your red.
Okay. I'm gonna draw.
No.
Play a land for turn.
Yes.
Go to 17. I will bolt you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say pass turn.
I try to attack.
Gonna activate factor. Oh, you have yep. Activate factor.
Yeah, sure.
I will block any response.
No.
Block your factor.
Okay, factory's blocked.
Oh yeah, you can't. No, it's hard factory. I'll pop.
I shoot it with the Rod of Ruin.
Okay.
So.
And I take 2.
You take 2. I pass the turn. In your upkeep, I tap your City of Brass.
Okay. 14. Draw.
Yeah.
I'll chain lightning you.
Yeah, go to 4.
And let's see if there's anything else. Your turn.
Cards in hand.
5.
Sengir Vampire, swing for 2.
Okay.
Your turn.
Upkeep.
Nothing.
Okay. Draw.
Yeah.
For 5.
Okay, works.
All right. Sideboard games.
Yes. Let's see.
So much burn that game. 20 points of burn. Oh, maybe there was a factor. I don't know. Let's see what I'm going to do here. Discs are not really great for me.
let's see.
Yeah, I think that's just what it was going to be. Your deck shows that Div might not be such a great card. I mean, it just seemed awful.
But my problem is I can't really do anything against the burn. I mean, mono black has basically no way to deal with burn. Like, no good way. I could run Drain Life, but I just don't like the card in Old School because you're forced to play a lot of colorless mana lands. And super often you only get like 3 or 4 life out of it, which count as just one burn spell. The most efficient way to deal with burn is for sure the Circle of Protection.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, Ivory Tower is pretty good, right? I mean, that's a really good.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Pile 2.
Okay.
One, 2, 3.
Number 3.
And you'll be on the play. Are you keeping?
I keep.
Okay, that will be a mulligan.
Oh no, no keeper.
One factory or one strip mine is not gonna do it in Old School as a keepable hand.
Yeah.
One, 2, 3.
Number 1.
This is really bad.
This is what I like to hear.
You like to hear this? I mean,
Yes.
I'm just gonna go to 5.
I just like winning.
I mean, I don't think this is gonna do anything.
Yeah.
2 bolts and 5 lands.
You can at least bolt me 2 times.
Yeah. What's my plan when you're at 14 life? hope for the best off the top.
Yeah.
To deal with whatever you're doing and let's try to win. All right, 1, 2, or 3, and choose a good one for me this time.
Number 3.
Come on. All right, well, we're keeping this and putting this and all right, we'll put these 2 on the bottom.
Okay, I start with Mr. Swampo and pass the turn.
All right, but is that your favorite swamp art?
That was the cheapest swamp art. So
The cheapest.
yeah, and one vendor had like 30 copies for €1 each. So I just bought them all. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right, that helps after Mulligan. And your turn. 7 cards.
Swamp and Sinkhole your Volcanic, pass the turn.
I'm going to play a Badlands. Your turn.
Draw. Play a Mishra's Factory and a Royal Assassin and pass the turn.
We'll bolt the Royal.
Yeah.
We will strip your factory.
Yes.
Your turn.
Play a Chaos Orb, pass the turn.
We'll play Chaos Orb and pass turn.
Thinking. Try to Demonic Tutor.
Yep.
Take that one. Factory. Take out your Chaos Orb and pass the turn.
Boo. Okay, we will play Volcanic and your turn.
Royal Assassin.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
How many cards do you have?
3.
Three cards. Your turn. 4 cards.
Rod of Ruin. A swing for 1.
Yep.
Your turn.
We'll control magic. Royal.
Okay.
Your turn.
I play a book. Pass the turn. Yeah.
Yep. And your turn.
Icy Manipulator. Pass the turn.
Wow. You got it. Did not think you were going to get that. That's okay. We have a plan for that. Cast Shatterstorm.
Yeah.
We'll swing for 4.
16.
And 1 card, your turn.
Royal Assassin. Pass the turn. $12.
12 or 13?
13. Okay.
13. Yep. 1 card, your turn.
Kill your Zerendip. Play a land.
Okay.
Yeah, tapped. Your turn. This is.
I'll kill your Royal.
Yeah, so this one is gone. This is on your side.
You have no cards?
No cards.
Play a land. And we're going to go for it. Last card.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Clay Statue. Your turn.
Okay, we're going to sack Library.
Yep.
No damage. Play a Factory. We're going to swing for 5 in the air.
Yep.
And your turn. No cards.
Workshop. Your turn.
Okay. We will sack a City of Brass. No damage. for 5.
Yeah, go to 3.
Oh, cast tutor. Yep.
Yeah, nothing.
One Shatterstorm was brutal, and Mind Twist just instantly won me the game.
Yeah, and Ancestral, and the Demonic, and the Control Magic.
I don't like Mind Twist, though.
Perfect 5.
Yeah, that's... We're right about that. All right, you're on the play. We have time for one more or 2 more?
I think 2 more.
Yeah, I think so. These are quick games. I don't think they'll last more than 10 minutes. File 1.
Pile number
1, 2,
3
3
for you.
All right.
Yeah, I try.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm going to take a mulligan. Just doesn't really do anything.
Okay.
I think I can do better, especially on the draw. Okay, 1, 2, or 3.
Number 1.
I mean, I guess I'm not going to 5. All right, whatever. It's pretty terrible. Okay. Sure.
Okay.
I'll keep these 6.
Yeah. Swamp, go.
Volcanic.
Yeah.
And your turn.
Swamp, sinkhole your volcanic. Pass the turn.
Volcanic. Sapphire, and your turn.
Chaos Orb, your turn.
Oh, that's a good one. Ancestral.
Yeah.
2, 3. We'll play a land for turn.
Yeah.
Play Goblin.
My turn.
And we will
Oh, yeah.
chain you.
Okay, 17.
I have 5 cards your turn.
I play a land. Try to cast Guardian Beast, pass the turn.
Yeah, that's definitely a problem.
Yeah.
The land, I'll go to 18 and cast Time Twister.
Yeah.
Play a land, right?
Yeah, you played the City of Brass.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, there was no question. Yeah, you played City of Brass.
No, I was just saying, because like I'm positive now. Tapped out, so it could get lucky here. It's possible. Of course, the answer is no. Well, I will just say your turn.
Okay. I strip your volcanic. I Chaos Orb your Mock Sapphire. I play a Lotus and a Royal Assassin and pass the turn.
I'll chain your beast.
Okay.
Go to 16. We'll Earthquake for 1.
Sure.
And your turn.
I play a Factory and a Rod of Ruin.
Okay.
I take out your Volcanic and pass the turn.
Factory.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say pass turn.
I play a Clay Statue. Pass
Okay.
the turn.
Cast Shatterstorm.
Sure. I
Cannot regenerate.
cannot regenerate. Nah. Okay.
And cannot be regenerated.
Okay.
Your turn. 4 cards.
Someone really don't wanted that Clay Statue to regenerate, right?
Yeah, I think like Terror and the Shatterstorm, I think that they did not want the regeneration. Wrath. That's it.
Yeah, your turn.
Draw. We'll play a land.
Yeah.
Chain the Royal.
Yeah.
And
Oh, sorry.
your turn.
Play Mace. Pass the turn.
Island and pass.
Mace. Pass.
Pass.
Cards in hand.
4. It's actually not what I was dreaming of.
Yeah. Your turn.
All right, 5 mana is going to do me some real good. I played a land for 7.
Of course, your turn. Yeah. Draw.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We'll play land for turn. Badlands. Goblin.
Sure.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We will discard a City of Brass in your turn.
I will try to cast the disc and pass the turn.
Okay. We're going to go to 11. Your end step, and we'll ancestral.
11, right? Not 12. Or 12. I don't know.
11.
I don't.
It's 11.
I really don't.
11.
Know. Okay.
2, 11. Okay. Roll. How many cards do you have?
1.
We'll play a land for turn.
Yeah.
16. Actually, maybe I don't want to play that land. Let me not do that yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me just do some math.
I think I'm at 17. Why am I at 16?
I don't know. Well, how were you even at 16?
You chained
Didn't I
lightning
side
me
last year?
once, right?
I changed you once.
Yeah. So 17.
Did I change you once?
Yeah, you did. Super early in the game.
Oh, but no. You took one earthquake
Earthquake.
down.
Sorry, yeah, Earthquake for 1. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
No problem. Okay, we're gonna chain lightning you.
Okay.
15. And we'll bolt you.
Yeah.
And, 10. We'll side blast you.
Sure.
We'll bolt you. That's what happens when you draw 30 cards.
Exactly. But
All
I
right,
do
one more
not
game.
play around a one of mana drain. Like, not in a million years.
I mean, this is the crazy thing about having 4, but like when you actually have mana drain brain guys in your hand, you just keep saying pass until opponent does something, because that's just a monster.
Yeah, sure. And I had no pressure on the board.
All right, last game. Yep.
I play, by the way, 5 Moxen to make my deck a little bit faster.
Pile 2. One, two, three.
Number 1.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna try it.
Okay, me too. Swamp, Mox, pass the turn.
Play volcanic.
Yeah.
And then it's your turn. 7 cards.
Swamp, Mox, Jet. Draw a Guardian Beast. Pass the turn.
Okay. All right. Sideboard card. Oh, I can't. He's
You can't. He's
shit.
back.
No,
This
you don't know
is the
how
worst
that.
sideboard card you can bring in against my
I
deck.
completely forgot that you can't. That's what a waste of a card.
I think I have 0 targets for it in my list.
Yeah. It was a bad choice. Yeah. I played a land, and yeah, it's your turn.
Oh lord, this was a huge top deck. Orb.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be the game.
Volcanic.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to scoop because I can't ever get to 2 mana. So that's your game. Good game.
You not get over 2 mana, and as soon as you miss just one land drop,
it's over.
It's over.
It's over. Yeah, that exactly was not good. Yeah, I thought you had white creatures for some reason.
No, this was in the previous episode.
Yeah.
Let's check sideboards. Even if the last round was really quick.
That's okay.
Maybe the Underworld Dreams don't need to be in that list. They were pretty hard to cast. Keep it like that. Let's see. One. Man, I really need to remember what I boarded in.
I never am good at that.
I think this one. There's 2, 2, 4, 6, 2.
Oh, earthquake.
Ha! It was. Sorry, I need to double check the picture real quick. Sorry also to the viewers, it's kind of hard to keep track of all the decks we're running.
I mean, we've recorded a lot this week, and the new deck every time, we never repeat, so hard to keep track sometimes.
Yeah, this should be it. So I start if you want to.
Yeah, go for it.
So I took out one Rod of Ruin because it's super slow, a mana vault. Even if it gives me speed, that one damage is probably something which could kill me. Two Poltergeist because they're also kind of slow and they're non-flying, and I thought he might have Earthquake. And two Underworld Dreams because with Triple Plague they're harder to cast, harder than I thought. Um, Stuff I did not bring in. Gloom for obvious reasons. I've seen zero white cards, so no chance that I bring in Glooms. Greed, I need to pay 2 life, and this is a lot to draw a card in this matchup. I thought I'm fine with 3 Royal Assassins and the creature removal I had. I don't need more because I expected him to board out Serendips. I was surprised that he had them still in, but it was still good enough because I think I didn't die to creature damage, right? That much. Book, I already have 3 in the main board, kind of slow, so no need. 2 artifact possessions, he does not have a lot of artifacts, so no point of bringing them. And what I brought in was another Icy Manipulator, which can hold back the Serendip Ifrits and the Djinn. 2 Terrors to destroy his creatures. 2 Sinkholes to slow down his deck and to attack the mana base, and a City in a Bottle just in case he starts with Library, because I can never ever win a game against the Library. Never ever. Yeah, this is it. This was my boarding plan.
I thought you were playing white creatures for some reason, but this should have been obviously not taken in, and I would have done something exactly like this. That's what the sideboard should have been. And that would have made more sense. I only saw the card once. Energy Flux is so bad against you, right? I mean, it's not really. You think it's good?
I think it's amazing.
No,
it buys you
time. Maybe, but
anyways, yeah.
What am I saying? Oh, you want to put it in, you can. But the control magics worked. I thought you have a lot of creatures on the ground. The Shatterstorm I thought was really good. You tend to have a lot of mana, so I think you could pay for that, right? So like you have Book or Rod of Ruin, but by the time you get that out, you could pay the 2 mana, I thought. So I didn't really think Energy Flux was great. If you have 1 Icy, you could pay for that. You could stop me for 2 mana. So, I mean, these aren't removal. I would prefer these to be, if these were Shatters, I would have brought them in 100%. But I thought Energy Flux was less good in this position than Shatters against you because you have a lot of big artifacts. I mean, Shatterstorm is obviously great. Obviously, you don't have blue and red cards. The Blood Moons are terrible against you. And Dibs aren't great, but I didn't really think I had great cards to bring in. I guess I could bring in Energy Flux instead of Dibs, but still putting pressure on you, I think, makes sense. And yeah, I won 1 game with Serendip Djinn. I definitely took a chance, but I was able to get through. But yeah, I'm not sure that this sideboard plan makes sense. Maybe, I'm not sure. What else would you take out for the Dibs, or what else would you do? Not really sure.
I mean, I would board out all the Dibs because they never stick.
Take out the Serendip Djinn and the other 2 Dibs and put in 3 Energy Flux?
Yes, 100%. And you don't need the Mace. And I would still run the Blood Moons because the Blood Moons save you from dying to factories, maces. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, then if I was going to do that, then it's tough because I have a lot of colored, a lot of cards that need a specific drop of a color, and
maybe it's okay to, you should take out the Blood Moons, but I would for sure take out the other 2 Dibs and the Serendip Djinn for the energy.
Yeah, I mean they're tough. One game I just went straight with burn. Like I didn't even need to.
Exactly.
But that's if you have a wheel and you get lucky with a lot of burn, you can do that. Okay, episode 113 in the books. I think it was a lot of fun. I still really hate Mind Twist. Whether I play it or you play it, I hate that card. But fun episode, really cool deck. We didn't get to see you use your Poltergeist. That's too bad. But always an episode in the future. Mitja, thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. And hope everyone joins us for episode 114 of the Brewers Tavern soon.
See you next time. Bye-bye.